This is my first, not me starting off the whole video with This is my first video, I think, recorded during the day. I actually need to set an alarm to leave in like the chronic time blindness, to leave in like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna use this to keep me on track because I do not be knowing. Anyways, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. This is awesome. I'm really excited. As I've been thinking the past few hours since I decided like, if I were to talk about something today, what would it be? And I'm surrendering to the fact that so much of me talking about things on here is, and I've already mentioned this, but it's literally just reinventing the wheel. I'm like, this is making shit happen for stubborn spiritual girls, basically. Where it's like, I'm going to resist the right way of doing everything until I relearn everything for myself and just put it in words that make more sense to me. Because believe in yourself never worked. Frustration growing up was always Disney movies where there would always be rhetoric around just believe. And growing up, and as I've gotten older, I've hated that because I'm like, what do you mean? What am I supposed to believe in? When do I believe in it? How, I'm like, what are the steps? Why are you telling me this? I couldn't just, so it was not easy to raise me. But yes, belief and faith and all that jazz ends up being the most crucial component to all of this. I think that's why the be delusional rhetoric has become more and more of a thing, which also did not work for me. Did not work for me. I'm like, you're telling a Virgo to be delusional. I want the facts. So that's been frustrating. But when I think about it, when I just put different words to it, it helps it click. So like, one piece of advice I did get growing up by both of my parents really was to fake it till you make it. And I feel like that's a common phrase. Like, my parents did not coin this. That's a thing, fake it till you make it. But for me, when I was younger, that worked. Whether it was something where I was applying it to sports or I was applying it to confidence, because your girl was not giving confidence. Oh, I was not giving confidence for a long time. And there were so many times I remember just choosing, being like, I just have to pretend, I have to fake it, I have to mask. And honestly, I hated that process. I think that's why I can be quite averse and honestly quite judgmental when it comes to faking things. So I think fake it till you make it is a great first step. When you have zero belief in yourself, sure, if that works for you. It worked for me before, it wouldn't work for me now. We're all at different places in life. But what does work for me now, one thing that has been, I'm like, I look over, it's a DM. Terrible. It's like, I know what time it is now, but distractions. I don't know how much time I have left. But a big part of this process, because I'm sure y'all are like, Taylor, you haven't like fully told us what Quantum Camp is yet. I know that. Soon. I'm gonna jump all over and I'm gonna come back. Stick with me. The point in me, kind of jumping the gun and starting to make these before the full thing is finished and ready and is because I already had the faith and the belief that Quantum Camp is what it is going to be, is what it is, really. I have no doubts about that. And the reason I have no doubts about that is, one, because of the like very conscious decision I made where I'm like, I'm not gonna let this be another thing. But beyond that, because I created a lot of proof, you know, like I have multiple times, you know, kind of referenced and shown on like this thick stack of papers and notes and clipboards and everything. And this other pile that I'm hiding with this blanket because it's ugly. It's too much. All of that is proof. All of that is me sitting with this and being like, what is this? And any pocket of, this part isn't clocking to me, this part isn't making sense to me, it's not adding up. I'm like, well, let me sit with that. Let me answer those questions. Let me brainstorm. Let me envision. Let me, whatever it is. Let me answer this question to some degree. You know, and all the notes on my computer and whatnot. So I've created a lot of proof so that I have no doubts when it comes to the fruition of what Quantum Camp is and will be. But why I started this before it feels fully 100% ready is because I don't have proof that I can do this yet. I don't have proof that I can do this yet. The talking to my computer thing. Just kidding. I have lots of videos of me talking to my computer. I didn't have proof that I could talk to my computer with the intention of putting it on the internet and then doing it the moment I record it. I have, you know, one of these, somewhere in here is, let me see, not somewhere, I know where. Hold on. It got a little unorganized recently. We were in them. Aha! QC admin. Da-da-da. Bam. On this clipboard, I have, and I'm so glad that the quality is not good enough for y'all to be able to see this clearly, but you can see well enough that types of content, and then I have all these branches, all these ideas, and one of them is me on photo booth. I thought this was going to be just the footage leading up to now. Thought about it. I'm like, okay, I'll chop those down, whatever. I'm still gonna put those out at some point, maybe when I feel like I've actually reached a milestone and can go back and reference those. So we'll see. I will get those up. But when I look at this, every other type of content, you know, creations. I used to hate the word content. I've surrendered. I think there are content creators of a gazillion different types, and not all, what is it? It's like not all content is art, but all art is content. I might have gotten that turned around. Don't quote me on this. Look it up. Maybe I'm wrong. Never mind. But I'm like, I'm gonna create regardless in some way, shape, or form. The creation's gonna get created. And when I look at the 5 different types and then all the branches off from those 5 different types, I have no proof that showing up, talking to the camera, God forbid, doing that while not being all the way 100% ready, something I have no proof of. None. So why I even have the confidence to do all this is because, yes, I have no doubts that Quantum Camp is going to be what it is, but since I did still have doubts about this, and this is a part of Quantum Camp, I had to go ahead and show up. Not ready. Not ready at all. And I was like, whoa, that's basically kind of like faking it till you make it a little bit. And I was thinking about how this conceptually, you know, being basically doubt proof, like, it really applies to everything. Like, I'm not going to be able to be anything I want to be if I don't believe that I am. And until I'm that thing, what do you do with the space in between? And so basically, I was like, oh, right. It's just creating proof. For example, even though I'd been shooting since I picked up a camera this summer before 8th grade, And even though I had had some paid work before I graduated high school, and even though I took 3 photography classes in college, and even though my first job in LA was working at a production studio and all of these things, when I made the conscious decision in 2020, I'm gonna be a full-time photographer. That's my thing now. Even though I had all that proof, it still wasn't enough for me. Because I was like, well, I don't think it's gonna be enough for everyone else with everything I wanna do and whatever. So what's the next step? Started shooting all the time. God, what did I call them? My eye, my contact. No, Jesus, no. Your girl's blind, y'all. Oh no. Okay, let's see if I can make it through the rest of this video. I had to create so much proof. So I think I started this series called Quarantine Bay. So I hate the word bay. But yeah, it was called Quarantine Bay, and I was just like, can I pull up? Can I shoot? And even though I had all this evidence of all the things that I had shot leading up to that, which was a lot, I shot a lot prior to 2020. One of my hard drives actually conked out on me recently. I'm very sad because I think it's a lot of that old work. But I was like, I need to create proof that, not that I did it before, but that I can do this now. Because if I'm going to be a full-time photographer, then that version of me is probably shooting a lot more and a lot more confidently than what I am now. I'm confident I can do it, but maybe not quite confident enough. And it took a while. It took a while, but it felt like the more I believed it, the more everyone believed it. Because before everyone else believed it, it was very hard to get simple things like credit on photos I actually took. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. That was driving me up a wall for a long time. But I'm like, okay, like I have done this process before in a different way, and I'm sure if I investigated different areas of my life, I can find proof of times where I did not have proof. Because for me, at least, as someone who has struggled to, with confidence and believing in themselves and, worrying till the sun comes up and then some more, I'm like, okay, especially when it comes to, spirituality things, there's so much up here and in the ether of it all. And it's like, okay, all of this talk and all of this, it's like, we love it, it feels good, but it doesn't feel so good when I still feel just as incapable as I did before all of this, Maybe I feel better about myself. I think a lot of these practices, ways of thinking, have so much use, and that whole world has given me so much. But one thing it did not give me a lot of the time was, aligned action, which thankfully I've been seeing more and more. I think with, multiple planets going into Aries and a lot of other shifts, it's like I and many, many other people are like, okay, that was cute, but we need to get something done. We gotta make some shit shake. So there's definitely, I've seen a lot more talk of aligned action, and I've had a hard time with action. I've had a really hard time with action. Saturn in Pisces, Saturn in Aries is like gonna save my life, for real. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because I feel as though when we're trying to figure out how do I get from where I am now to where I want to be, and I have all of these limiting beliefs and I have all of these limiting self-perceptions about how I currently am, because this is my physical reality. This is what I have right in front of me. This is my active experience. And you want me to just boop and jump all the way over here. I don't know how I'm going to do that. The answer is to create proof. Find ways to have something that can hold that proof for you. Like when I feel bad about myself in some way, shape, or form, and having, spiraling or catastrophic thoughts, or just limiting whatever, if I am able to discipline my mind for a moment and say, hey, is that true? Are we sure about that? And I can look around in my life and say, oh, well, I mean, although I feel this way, I mean, I guess technically that hasn't happened all the time, huh? I did overcome that other thing, huh? Oh my gosh! I have a great reference. Okay, bear with me. I have a perfect reference. Yes! I love when I have a reference. Yes! Okay. Oh my gosh, please, I hope please, camera quality, fail me. Do not let the people see. Okay, I made this whole thing. There's no way y'all could read those details. That's crazy. So, a few months ago or so, I was really sad. And I was like, I don't think, I was having that belief of I don't know how to make anything happen in my life. I don't know how to become. What have I really done? Just feeling like a failure. And so I literally wrote at the top of this page how I've made shit happen in my life. Because I needed to see some proof. So, oh my gosh, this is so funny. I love this. Okay. I'm so excited. Copy this. If this resonates with you, try it, because I just intuitively made this and I felt like that girl afterwards. I was like, yes, girl, you know how to work through something, period. Okay. So, bam. These are the columns, these are rows. So first column, I called, and you could probably refine this because I freestyled this, but first column is wanted to. Second column was but didn't have. Third column was so I, ... Fourth column, and things came to fruition because ... And then fifth column, unexpected blessings. So this was a really cool exercise. I remember when I first made it, I didn't know what to title that last column, because I needed to fill it out first and see, and then I realized, oh, that last column is basically what I couldn't have predicted. So, man, these are all really personal. Let me see if there's one. Okay, I can share this one. So, I wanted to throw a group art show. I'd never thrown a group art show before, but I really wanted to. And the main resource I had to help me feel like, okay, I can even think about moving forward on this, was I had the studio that I worked at, Dust Studios, West Hollywood. And so that was in my wanted to column. And I was working there, so I had access to it, whatever. My boss was like, go for it. And then in my second column, but didn't have, I wrote experience / knowledge, because I'd never done this. So and I asked my then boyfriend at the time, who had done this type of stuff before, if he would do it with me, because I just wanted support. I wanted to feel like I knew something of what I was doing if he had done it before. And yeah, so asked if he would help do it with me, so I'd feel less nervous about the process, since he had experience. And things came to fruition because this is the part one of unexpected blessings for this. I realized, let me just read it. He barely helped, which I hated, but forced me to figure things out as I went. The stress and excitement and naivety fueled me and worked in my favor. Very true. Very true. I realized that I needed the security of feeling like I had someone as a my friend group wasn't as big. I didn't feel super plugged into community. Yeah, I'd only been back in LA for maybe a year. But just feeling like I had someone, whatever, was enough for me to start, but it was my he did not do anything, you know. Shout out him for the good things he did do. But anyways, unexpected blessings. Okay, how I worded this is whatever. Don't judge me. I got to not share credit for the show. Learned I can make big things happen quickly. Learned I'm an awesome producer and promoter. Man. So this was a more lighthearted example because the other ones are really intense because my life has not been casual a lot of the time. But yes, this was helpful in so many ways. I think the first column for wanted to, the first thing I put down was, and it's something I wanted from 2016 going into 2017. So a decade ago. And of course there's things probably before then, but I was like, what's most relevant to me now where I can pull on these experiences and look at them and look at a bunch of them and be like, okay. I can make things happen in my life. And so for this, oh my gosh, wait. Period. Okay, so one thing I'm really excited about, thankfully you can't notice because you can't really tell, but these last two bottom quadrants are empty. Because as I was filling this out a few months ago, I didn't have the name Quantum Camp, but I did know a big part of it that I wanted. And so I wrote that in the wanted to section. And I also wrote what I felt like I did not have. And, you know, and then the so I wrote, so I sat with this idea until it became, oh right, I filled this part in more recently. Sat with this idea until it became QC, created systems of accountability under the Sag Blue Moon. But at first I just had the wanted to and but didn't have. But prior to having made this, I was like, I don't have proof that I can do stuff. And I think that when we have these negative thoughts that feed our ego so down bad, it is so easy to accept them as true. And I think what is so important is to challenge what we have. I will get back to you right soon. Is to accept the starting over. That was distracting. I think what's important when we have these thoughts is to not accept them and to challenge them, and to challenge them with as much proof as we can conjure. And maybe we won't have proof of the exact thing that we're looking to do, but I do believe that in some way, shape, or form, we all have proof that we've made something happen in our lives, whether it was something that was an internal shift, whether it was something that was an external shift, something that was like we wanted to become better in some way, shape, or form in any area of our lives. It's so easy to take stock of the things that have gone wrong and forget about everything that has gone right. And so yeah, this is my encouragement to make your dreams doubt-proof. Because the doubt's gonna be there, so the proof's gotta be there too. The proof's gotta be there too. I think it's so important because we all deserve to move after the things we want in this life with gumption, with boldness. And, you know, some people are going to get that encouragement through their family, through their close friends, and sometimes, and everyone's different. I can get encouragement from family and close friends, and it will faze me this much. Can't see. This much. I really have to get it, for me, I have to get it from all the way deep inside. If I don't believe it, I could hear it 1,000 times and it won't matter. So, just sharing what's worked for me. Make your dreams doubt-proof. I hope you all have an amazing day. And I hope you enjoyed my first video during the daytime. I gotta go. I gotta go work.